Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. So, this is a Bolex P-2 lens. I'm going to use this camera for my experimental horror film and getting it prepped and ready. There's some fungus on the inside here of the Reflex system that I need to remove that I've noticed. So, need to remove a couple of screws, one here on this cover. Okay, and the next one is here. All right, once I've got that done, just simply pull this off. It's nothing more than a cover. There you go. Alright, so I've got my reflex system here, and inside of here is where I found some fungus, so I need to get in there and clean it around, and we're going to get in and show you how to do that. Alright, so let's get started on it. Next, remove this screw. And another here. I'm holding my thumb on this. You don't want to let it fall off and damage those prisms inside. Again, I'm holding it, as I said in the previous video, you hold it close to your work table. That's the trick of doing it. I'll take this off and get back to you. Alright, next, minding this and holding the lens close to the work table. Alright, take the turret here, the silver part, and the lens, and you want to turn it. There's going to be a ring, 2 rings that fall out, to let you know. It's going to be one that's threaded here, and then another washer. Okay, so remember that. Come on, you. There we go. Grabbing the reflex part up here, pulling this off. There goes the silver part right there, and there goes the ring. Here is the washer. Okay, so there are the pieces right there. Okay, next. Okay, so what I've got here is some hydrogen peroxide. Put here in this glass. Use a Q-tip or microfiber cloth, and I can dip this in here and clean this element right here. Alright? Do it to that one. I'm not going to use the back side of this Q-tip because it's touching the oils from my hand, and that can destroy the glass. And I'll get the other side. Alright? And that's going to clean it. But that's just one step. So what I've done also is I always look really close up to the sunlight using a jeweler's loupe, and I look for any type of fungus. Vintage cameras are generally always going to have fungus. Alright? Dip this one into here. Clean the other inner side of this. Alright. And that's that. Thinking maybe to go deeper in the side of here to take this off. Using the lens spanner, that side rather, up into there, but it doesn't look like it. So that's good. Now I got to show you what I got to do to these glass elements right here to totally stop the fungus. Okay, so what I've got here is a UV lamp. Here's the lens, the other element here. Okay, and up here up top I've got a basic UV lamp. I've got a piece of cardboard and I'm balancing it up on here, and I've got a previous video like this as well, and I'll let this sit for 9 hours on one side, flip the other side over. We'll get back to you then. Okay, 9 hours later, got my UV lamp here, still balancing it on the cardboard. I've turned my lens up, got it there, got the other reflex element here. I'll let that sit for another 9 hours, okay? Okay, so just to point out again, the hydrogen peroxide will clean the fungus and the UV light will destroy the fungus. You can use pretty much whatever you want with the UV light. This is the cheaper model, okay? The cheaper model that you get, you have to let it sit on the lens longer hours, okay? And that's pretty much it on that. Next, under the winding key here, I'm going to have to remove this black piece, go under there and check and see if the springs and bearings are clean, if they're still lubricated well, besides that piece of dust I got floating around right there. Alright, so here we go on that. When you lift this black part up, make sure you watch out. If you haven't seen my previous overhaul videos, watch out for those springs. They can pop up and they can pop down. And they are lubricated, remember? Pump this up. Don't stick your screwdriver into there. All right. So here you are. I'm going to take a close look, see how lubricated these are, and quite frankly, they look very clean. Yep, those look really, really clean from last time. Let me take a closer look for maybe some lubrication, maybe. Okay, just because I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and add some weapons oil. I'll first remove this key. That's how you remove it. Very easy. Good enough. Okay. Replace the key. Remember the 2 notches here. There you go. The covering. Remember not to get any dust or lint on it. I've got to line up the holes on there to get the screws back in. I'll start that. I'll save you from this and get back. Okay, what I do want to share with you right here are the screws. You don't ever want to get anything too tight on a Bolex. So I've left each of these screws a little untightened, and at the end you can go back and ever so slightly tighten each one. Alright, is what you want to do. Okay, so for that part we're done. Alright, so it's time for lens reassembly. Washer. Alright. Put this through here. Let's do this first. Make it a touch more easy. There we go. Now then. Get back on there. Make sure when you put this ring on right here, there's 2 holes, one by my finger and by my thumb. You can see those. Okay, those are for your lens spanner. Alright, you'll have to tighten those. I'll show you in a bit. So this is going to drop down in here. And you'll turn it. Alright. So now that we've got that, we're going to have to find the holes on here. Turn this around. There they are. Get that situated. Alright, good. Okay, I went ahead and started some of this to save you from a lot. So remember, don't get these too tight. They can crack. This housing here. Go a little bit there. Go on the other side. is this screw here and get it snug. All right. That's it. Slightly. Okay. Next, this part. Okay, so you've seen me show you how to twist the lens off. I'm going to show you how to, with these two right here, these two little dots, how to put it on with a spanner. Spanner is this tool right here, and I'm going to put it in these two notches, 1 and 2, and you simply screw it on. All right, go all the way around it just like that. And you'll do this until it tightens. And it's tight. Okay, there I am. Snug. Everything turned to you, so as it should. So there, the only thing I gotta do is put the cover on. All right here. So we're just finishing tightening these. Good enough. And done with that. All right. All right, everyone, so do contact me at the social media outlets listed on the screen. And remember, as always, do subscribe. Until next time, see ya.